Hello. Hi, guys. So, I'm being guided to do a a spiritual therapy reading. So, you know me, I do what I'm told. So, I'm going to go ahead and do this spiritual therapy session reading for you guys real quick. Right, quick. I'm being guided to three decks, but two specifically. And I want to see what it is that Spirit wants me to touch on. The reason why I'm being guided to do a spiritual therapy session. So, Spirit, Universe, Divine, God, Ra, Spirit Guide, Spirit Team, Archangels, Guardian Angels, what messages do you have for the collective regarding this message? Make me a clear channel in order to receive and relay these messages clearly and concisely for everyone to understand. Archangel Michael, place a hedge around me and the collective as I tap into this energy and do this reading. Keep all negative energy and entities out of my energy and out of this reading, and cause all monitoring spirits to go blind and deaf. Ashe. So I'm being guided to start with the Shadow Darkness deck. If you are curious, if you are a reader and you want to know what deck I am speaking about, it's called the Shadow Darkness deck for healing and confronting the demons within, okay? So that's the deck I'm being guided to. First, I don't know what this is I'm feeling. It's I don't know what this energy is I'm feeling. It feels heavy. I know that. This energy feels heavy. I can't pinpoint what it is. Okay, and I did see this card want to flip over, so. All right. Something about activation and metamorphosis. So this energy, like I said, I'm not sure what this energy is. I can't pinpoint it, but it feels heavy. Well, activation, spiritual activation, or just a heart activation, things of that sort, that can be heavy as energy to handle. And usually, and a lot of times, activation, after activation comes shadow. It comes to dark night of the soul. Okay, because activation is almost like awareness. It's like knowing. It's like realizing. It's like having an epiphany. Okay, so yeah, activation. Something about choices and direction. I'm getting that it's like someone had some kind of awakening, some kind of epiphany, some kind of activation that sent them into a metamorphosis, sent them into a change. So this is literally like something, an event or something happening to cause someone to awaken, to activate, which is causing them to change, transition. You're not the same person you were, I want to say a week ago. A week ago wanted to fly out of my mouth. You're not the same person you were a week ago. So for someone I'm speaking to specifically, this activation and metamorphosis happened about a week ago. Okay? For someone, it's been a week or two. All right? But yeah, I just now saw this too. The 39 card is metamorphosis. The 40 card is activation. So yeah, 3940 is giving me like steps on your journey, moving forward in order. So this activation happened in order for you to go through this metamorphosis, this change, this awakening, so that you could follow the steps of your journey, of your path. And now I'm hearing, order my steps in your word, dear Lord. Teach me, guide me every day. Send your anointing fire, I pray. Order my steps in your word. Okay. Ooh, chills. Okay. Side note, I do not go to church. I used to be forced to go to church. I just know church songs, okay? Because I love music. All right, so yeah, this is someone that was like pushed into this activation in order to change you so that you could follow your path, your journey, so that your steps could be ordered by spirit, universe, divine, God, Ra, whatever you call them. I don't care what you call them, because to me, they're all the same deity in a different costume. Different culture, different costume, okay? But it's all the same God. It's all the same spirit. It's all the same energy, okay? So I don't care if you serve Allah. I don't give a damn if you serve Jesus. I don't care what it is. As long as you know the purpose of it all is love and healing yourself, we can talk, okay? As long as you are not highly religious and look at everything outside of your religion as an abomination and it needs to go to hell and it doesn't get 72 virgins, and I don't care. As long as you cool and we can see eye to eye on some shit, we cool, okay? So I don't care what you call them. But the point is, you were pushed into this activation towards your metamorphosis so that Spirit, Universe, Divine God, Ra, could order your steps on your journey and teach you where to go. And I'm hearing, I'll teach you how to stunt. What was that, 50 Cent? I'll teach you how to stunt. Yeah, so that Universe, God, Spirit, Ra, Divine could teach you how to stunt, okay? Because without the activation and the change, you wouldn't have been willing to hear, know, and follow God's direction. You wouldn't be able to even acknowledge it, okay? So that's what this heavy energy is. So for someone going through this, or that went through this about a week or two ago, it's been very heavy, okay? Because let's be honest, no one likes change. And change can be scary, but change is usually good. Our human mind looks at it as scary, okay? So for someone, this is heavy because this is a change that you did not expect. This was an unexpected, sudden change. It was like you were driving and literally God came down and slid you to the passenger seat and took over and changed the whole route of where you thought you were going. You're no longer in control. But that's okay, because it's better when God, Spirit, Universe, Divine is in control. Because half the time, you're reading a map, but you don't even know what the hell you're reading. But God, Spirit, Universe, Divine made the map. So what do you need to read it for? What do you need to read it for? God is the one that made it. God knows exactly where you need to go and how to get there. You just sit back and ride in the passenger seat. Passenger princess. All you got to do is act like you ride in a self-driving Tesla. Don't even touch the steering wheel. Just ride. Okay? Really quickly, let me thank my returning subscribers for coming back and fucking with your girl. Thank you for all your beautiful likes, shares, comments, subscribes, tips, donations, support, encouragement, compliments, all the things. I love you. You have no idea, but I think you do. You know this, man. If this is your first time ever seeing me, give me a second. Let me give you a second. Give me a second to give you a second to take it all in. Let me stop. My name is Jocelyn, but when you are here, you are family, just like the Olive Garden. So you are more than welcome to call me Jocey. I am Enid the Goat. And as long as you are here, I will continue to display and show you why I am the motherfucking GOAT. Right now, and for this week only, I'm running a $10 sale. $10 HOLLA. You get a 10-minute reading for $10. But I know what you're thinking. 10 minutes, that's it, honey. Honey. I can do a lot in 10 minutes. A lot. Okay, so don't ever underestimate me. Now, if you would like to get in on these $10 readings, I suggest you book as soon as possible because spots are filling up very, very quickly. And I may just run out of slots to book these readings. So, if I were you, I would go down below to the description box and click that link that says $10 HOLLA and book your reading as soon as you can because they're going quick. Like when the McRib comes back at McDonald's and all the All the McDonald's lovers go crazy for the McRib, and then the McRib sells out and it doesn't come back again for like 2 years. Yeah, it's on some that type shit. On that type shit. So you might want to get in literally where you fit in as soon as possible. So go down below to the description box, click that link, and book your $10 reading ASAP. Also, if you want to take your chances, if you like to gamble, maybe you'll be more interested in entering the raffle where you can win a 30-minute reading from me. With the raffle, all you need is to purchase $1 worth of tickets. That's 2 tickets to enter into the raffle. Now, if you are a real gambler and you want to increase your odds to win the raffle, you are more than welcome to buy up to $5 worth of tickets. So that's 10 tickets to enter into this raffle. But it's completely up to you. Now, if you would like to get in on this raffle to win this $30 reading, all you got to do is send your dues to my Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo with your YouTube handle and the word raffle, so I know who you are, when you win, and if you are not a subscriber, you are going to want to subscribe. So when I go live on July 18th to announce the winner of this raffle, you won't miss it. So that's 2 ways that you can get a reading from me. $10 reading for 10 minutes, or enter the raffle for anywhere between $1 and $5 to win a 30-minute reading. But baby, the choice is yours, and smart people make smart choices. So I trust you'll do the smart thing. Anyways, let's get back to this message. Now, what else, Spirit, for this energy? What else for this person that is going through this metamorphosis, going through this activation? What more do you have for them? What more do they need to know? Facing your truths. It's something about facing your truths. Like, I don't know what Spirit's trying to say. Someone's like running from themselves. If that makes sense, it'll make sense for who that's for. Someone is running from themselves. Now, I'm not sure if you're running from your own truth. That's what it's giving. I was going to say something else, but I feel like that's what it is. Someone's running from their own truth. Now, I don't know if this is like you running from who you really are. Like maybe this is for someone in the closet and who's afraid to come out and really show who they really are. I don't know if this is someone afraid of being themselves and being afraid of being judged for being themselves, or if this is some other kind of truth within one's self, okay? But this is another reason why you're being pushed or were pushed into this activation, into this awakening, into this change. Because, baby love, it's time for you to walk in your truth. It's time for you to be authentically you. 1331 on the timer, confirmation. It's time for you to be authentically you. It's time for you to stop mirroring what the world wants you to be. It's time for you to be who you are, who you want to be. Stop hiding. Stop hiding. I think only 2 cards fell. The Emperor, the Daughter of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. Now, they're all in reverse. They're all in reverse. I just had to make sure the cards weren't in reverse. Yeah, all these cards came out in reverse. So, listen. Listen, Linda, listen. The Knight of Cups. You have literally been avoiding loving on yourself. You've been avoiding loving on yourself. Because cups, that's love, that's emotions, that's feelings. A knight moves quickly, all right? And a knight is the card right before the king. This is in reverse. So you also, what is this? Is this a duck or a swan on this card? This is a duck on this card, but it's a scraggly ass looking duck. Like at first glance, you almost think it's a scraggly swan, okay? Again, you've been avoiding loving on yourself properly. I'm not saying that you do not love yourself. I'm saying you have been avoiding doing it correctly. Also, like I said, this could be for someone hiding their true self, not wanting to come out of the closet and be themselves. Look, the rainbow reflection in the water. Okay? So you have not been showing yourself love because you've been hiding who you really are. You have been avoiding loving the true you. You have been avoiding being yourself. Why? Because you're afraid of what other people will think. The Emperor in reverse. Now, an Emperor upright is a very well balanced, emotionally balanced, healed individual, masculine energy. This doesn't have to be a masculine, doesn't have to be a man. This is all gender fluid, so take it how it resonates, put yourself where you go. But an Emperor is very balanced, very self-assured, very confident, very aware, very in touch with themselves. They are whole. Okay? This is in reverse. You have been avoiding loving yourself. You have been avoiding being yourself. You have been avoiding your authenticity and hiding your truth because you are worried about what other people think. And the other people that you are worried about, damn, behind the Hierophant is judgment. You're worried about being judged. I don't know if you have a very religious family, because that's what I'm getting with this goddamn dove and the Hierophant. You may have a very religious family, okay? So if you are in the closet, you're pretending to be straight because your family will consider you an abomination because, oh, Lordy, Lordy, it's so bad to be gay because the Bible says so. Oh, Lord, let me stop before somebody get mad. I don't care if you get mad. I don't care if I offend. Offense is usually because of a wound that you have. So if someone says something that offends you, that's because you got some shit within you that you need to heal. It ain't got nothing to do with the other person. Straight up. Straight up. Because words only have the power that we give them. So if something said offends you, it's because you have the wound and gave the words that power over you. If you were healed, you would take offense to nothing. So again, someone has some kind of family that is so holier than thou and follows that book to the T, so they believe it's okay to treat those who are gay as an abomination, as a problem, as a disease, as a sickness, as God's spittle. Do you see how stupid that sounds? So, my love, you don't need to worry about what these people think, okay? These people in your family that are highly religious and devout and all that bullshit, they're judging you and making their own seats in hell. Because hell is a mindset. It's not an actual place. So, believe me, the fact that they're judging you and calling you an abomination, or you're worried about how they will look at you for being whatever sexuality that you are, that's a them problem. That is a them problem. They are just pissed off because you can be yourself and they are bound to fucking rules and regulations in a book created by people for control. And they're very well controlled. So I don't think you should worry about what they think about you and your choices and your life, because they don't even know what the hell they're following. They don't even realize what the hell what they signed up for. They're just projecting what they've been taught and told. Okay? They're regurgitating bullshit that they were taught and told without even realizing the truth of what really is. So I wouldn't too much worry about them and what they think and how they feel. And if they do want to judge you, 2 tears in a bucket. Fucking fuck them. Hope that helps. I'm just saying, you should never be concerned about what someone else feels your life should be. You should never worry about how someone else perceives you and what you should do with your existence. Fuck these people. That's one of my favorite things to say. Fuck these people. You cannot fully activate and follow your journey, follow your path, unless you are authentic to yourself. Unless you are authentically you. Because this journey, this path requires authenticity. And when you are ashamed of being yourself, then you are ashamed of the God within you, because that is how God created you. That is how God made you to be. for a reason, for a lesson, for a blessing for someone. So the more that you hide your authenticity and who you truly are, the more that you are actually denying the God, Spirit, universe, divine, Ra within you. That is more of a sin and an abomination than anything that these religious, book-thumping crybabies can do to you. You don't need to worry about being an abomination to these people. You need to worry about being an abomination to yourself by hiding who you really are from the world. My loves, that's all I have for this message. For who it is for, I declare and decree that it finds you. I declare and decree that you receive this message and it helps you step into your authenticity and be who God created you to be. Regardless of what a book says, regardless of what a congregation thinks, regardless of what the world has taught. It's time for you to shine, baby. God made you to shine. But guys, that's all I have for you for this message. As always, I love you, of course, and I will see you in the next one. Toodles!